Fab. So, Sarah, tell me all about your most recent award.
Okay. Do I start from the beginning with the um so a social prescriber at the pharmacy a few years ago suggested that it might be worth actually leaving the house sometimes and looking into volunteering, and it was about 4 weeks before Christmas, I think. Um I think it was 2020. And she suggested going to the lighthouse because there's Christmas lunch and they normally look for volunteers. So I contacted them and went along to the meeting, um, and ended up being put in charge of deliveries of Christmas lunch. Um, and then that year, because it was COVID, the week leading up to Christmas, it was decided that um, everyone had to have deliveries, no sit down meals at venues. So I ended up organising uh, all of the deliveries. Anyway, so that was for Ely Community Lunches. At the time, it was charity. As of last year, it's a registered charity. Um, one of the ladies who volunteers for community lunches is the chairperson of the local NSPCC group. And about a year, 18 months ago, she asked for my help with using a card reader because the person who normally did it wasn't there. And as a result, I ended up somehow volunteering for the NSPCC as well. So with both charities, I'm very into tech and gadgets, and so both charities, I took every opportunity to digitize things where possible, um, and try to make things a bit more efficient. Um, I ended enjoying it. I think the impact, seeing, especially with community lunches, dealing with the people who are actually having the lunch and seeing the impact, um, really makes it worthwhile. Um, and selfishly, it helped me as well. It got me out of the house. It got me meeting people, um, and so on. And it um, made me realize that I'm not worthless, as society likes to think you are when you're not able to work. That I do actually have some skills um, that people appreciate. And obviously, as you know, this year's been an appalling year health-wise. And got back from the surgery in Romania at the beginning of July to a letter on my doormat from yeah, I don't know if you can see. There we go. So from Ely Cathedral. Um, Actually, that wasn't the first letter. Titled "The Bishop's Commendation for Outstanding Service." Um, and So it just says that the acting Bishop of Ely awards the Bishop's Commendation for outstanding service to individuals who have served their church or community in generous and outstanding ways that would not otherwise be recognised. I'm delighted to inform you that you've been nominated to receive this commendation. Um, and so it goes on to say they would present with a certificate of commendation as on behalf of Bishop Dagmar, who's the acting Bishop of Ely. Um, at a special early evening service at Ely Cathedral, which is tomorrow. Um, so this came completely out of the blue. I knew nothing of this, and they've put a couple of sentences and asked me to check that I'm happy with it. And it says that Sarah Jenkin has been nominated due to her generous and much appreciated support of two charitable groups, the Ely District fundraising team for the NSPCC commend her for modernising their events ticketing, while Ely Community Lunches have also greatly benefited from Sarah's skills in electronic registration for the Christmas Day lunch. She is an organisational marvel. So um yeah, very, very surprised. Um, very honoured and happy, obviously. Um, so yes, that is tomorrow evening at Ely Cathedral. I think it's part of their service that they're doing there. Um, so it's part of, I believe they do, it's the Ethel Dreeder Medal Award, which they do every certain number of years, and this is an additional thing that they've put, which is the Commendation for Outstanding Service Award.